Hey guys, so today we looked at this PLOWIC. They're vacuum suction cups. Going to come in a box basically like this. They help you to move stuff that's heavy, and you use vacuum pressure to go ahead and get a good grip and move it. And it makes it also something that's more bulky, makes it an easier way to grab a hold of it. So basically you get it, it's just going to come like this. This thing just slides off. Your case will be in here. It's got a really nice hard shell case, so when you open it, your cups are going to be inside of here. You want to notice there's also these to help break the seals and such like that. Extra pieces if you need them. Your suction cups come like this inside of these little bags. Now these suction cups, they're not light. They're probably weigh 2 pounds each, maybe 3. The main thing what you use these for is like moving pieces of steel, concrete that doesn't have any pits in it. The main thing you got to remember, you got to have a good vacuum with these. So if you don't have a vacuum, they won't work. So it needs to be something that's a flat surface. Glass is perfect. If you have, like, let's say you're replacing a piece of glass, plexiglass, something that's a wood piece that's got a nice coating on it like this, anything like that, even concrete, like I said, as long as you can get a good vacuum in it, you're basically going to use this to get the vacuum. So if you look at these extra pieces that come in here, number 2, these long ones, they are your safety retention hooks. Number 3, these bigger ones, those are going to be your rubber valve. They're extra ones in case you ever need them. Number 4 is the air cushion valve. That's in here also. And the last one, the small one, is number 5. It's a dust filter. So these are extras if you need them, that you can switch them out, because they will become, they'll wear just like anything, and you'll have extra pieces in here. Here's tells you in here, your safe working load is 330 with a max of 440. So when you get towards the max, remember you're lifting 440 with suction, so you want to be careful with that. 330 is what it's safe, so you can go higher, but you want to stay around a safe number. And you got to remember you are dealing with suction. It's also good from -4 degrees Fahrenheit to 140. So you keep it in those temperature ranges, and make sure you start noticing the suction becoming weak, you're going to want to clean these. So you're going to want to make sure there's no debris, nothing there. Make sure this is clean. Basically, this is a suction system, so you're just going to pump it like you would anything, and you'll start feeling the pump. And you'll notice also the little orange bar on here is gone, because it's now pumped into action. And you'll notice when I go to move this, it's ready to lift. So I could lift this big heavy table if I had a way to grip it. Now, in order to do that, you're going to want to use 2 hands. So you go to your second one, and you pump it in till you feel the vacuum. So there, this one did the same. So if I wanted to lift this big heavy table, and I probably should have had it centered better, but I did not, because I wasn't planning on this. So I have 2 this table is probably about 30 pounds. So just pick it up. You'll notice very easily to pick it up. Now, like I said, if I would have centered these better and thought this through, I would have, but that wasn't my original plan. I just wanted to show you that normally I would have to grab like this, sometimes on each hand, but if I had these cups and maybe the second one here, I can pick that up very easily. And it's also very easier for me to grab, easier for me to grip. The main thing is anything you can get vacuum on. When you want to release it, come closer. I want you to hear this. You'll hear the release of the vacuum. And we'll do it again. You hear that shh, that's the release of the vacuum. So these are ready to use again. So if I told you I wanted to grab this easier, now I center this, pump these back up again. Now these are more centered. Very easy to pick up this table, and it doesn't feel near as heavy. So this is perfect for glass, sheet metal, anything that you would be able to normally get, as long as you can get a vacuum seal, and then you just release it again. When I'm telling you I'm releasing, I'm just pushing this valve in, and you'll hear the air come out under here. So the other pieces, the filters I was telling you, they're coming, those will actually go in here, the small ones. When you want to take this apart and clean it, if you start feeling a loss of vacuum. If you don't, no sense in taking this apart, just make sure you wipe it down. So let's say I got 2 bulky objects that I know that are really good flush. I can get a good vacuum seal. This is wood, so I can just pump this up till I see that it's full. Same thing on this, but this is glass. So I got glass. Now this is handy if you're moving things around. Want to make sure that you got the good vacuum seal. So you just grab it here, and now I could carry these like they were something else. So basically, if these weighed, let's say these weighed 50 pounds a piece, they're difficult to grab, move, unless you want to bear hug them or something. And this now gives me the opportunity, I just grab it, pick it up, and I'll be able to carry it like, let's say you're carrying a gallon of milk or whatever. So it can take a large, heavy, bulky item and make you be able to get a grip on it and move it much easier. So we give you a rough idea of what these are really good for. Let's say you have sheet metal. They're really good for that as well. Just be careful when sheet metal, if it's out in the sun and it's really, really hot, you could damage your suction cups. You want to make sure that's not an extreme temperature. Then there are also plexiglass, wood, glass. People who change out windshields, stuff like that, will use these a lot. Let's say you need to carry a car door. As long as the car door is not dented up and you can get these on there, you can get suction, you can move them that way. I brought up concrete. Main thing you got to watch with concrete is sometimes there's pits. If there are pits, that will ruin your suction. Just makes anything that you can get good suction on, like we showed you this table, we showed you a glass table, we showed you wood stool, and these give you the ability to move something heavy, put handles on it, and make it easier. It's a lot easier than trying to grab something like this or use them like this when you got a handle and you can just pull up like this. So basically, as I told you, your release valve is here. Your suction will be here. Up under here is your filter. You want to clean that. And if you start losing suction, you can take this apart and clean it. There are directions in the manual tell you how to do it. Comes with a really nice carrying case. It's definitely something, if you do a lot of moving stuff around, movers will have these. People who deal with glass will have these. A lot of manufacturing places have these to like move sheet metal, just anything that makes it more convenient. You'll see these like heavy duty industries will use these as they'll use like a big air compressing machine that grabs these to move heavy freight. This is the same concept except for it's house friendly. You can carry it and you don't have to have a vacuum machine. You just use these to make the suction. Also, if you need to and they get stuck, you could also use the pull tab. It's easier to release the pressure because if using the pull tab, it could damage this, but it's there as an emergency release if you need it. We're going to put the link for this in the description. Like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. If you're someone who needs to move things that are heavy, that has a place for you to get good suction, this is great for, like I said, for movers, moving things that are heavy. Anything that you can get suction on, this will make it. And when you have handles, it makes it so much easier to move heavy, bulky items. Definitely nice to have for that.